Dear students, now we are going to start an interesting unit, chemical kinetics. When we talk about kinetics, it is nothing but speed, rate, how fast a reaction can proceed, and by suitable alterations, how can we get maximum yield in industrial process, organic synthesis, etc. And therefore, this particular topic seems to be very important. Certain reactions, for example, may take place within 10 seconds. Within no time, 10 power minus 5 seconds, 15 seconds, within no time. Certain reactions proceed years together. For example, rusting a fire. Slowly, the iron rod in our house or in buildings you might have seen, the rusting process takes place for years together. So it is a slow process. Sometimes when barium chloride is added with, say, sulfuric acid, the reaction is so fast, instantaneous, within no time it gives barium sulfate, white precipitate hydrogen chloride, silver nitrate, when treated with hydrochloric acid, will be getting silver chloride within no time. These are all instantaneous reactions, very fast reactions, and this is a very slow reaction. So we have different reactions with the different speeds, and for them we need to know the rate. And knowing rate as well as the mechanism of the reaction work, by altering the proper conditions like temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc., how can we modify the rate? What is the actual rate now as per this condition? And how can we modify the rate? Whether we have to slow down or we have to make the reaction fast, it can be known by mechanism of the reaction. So by knowing the mechanism of the reaction, it is possible for us to alter the speed of the reaction, which is so much important in industrial process, as well as many organic synthesis require the conditions. For those things, the study of speed of a reaction is important. When we talk about speed, change in a particular variable divided by time interval. Change in speed, change divided by a particular, the velocity, change in displacement per unit time will give velocity. Likewise, the speed of a vehicle, distance covered, the car from this place is displaced to this place within a time interval of say 10 minutes. 10 minutes it crossed say 100 kilometers. So what is the speed? 100 kilometers divided by 10 minutes. So within 10 minutes it crossed 100 kilometers, therefore within 1 minute it crossed 10 kilometers. That's the speed. 10 kilometers per minute you can say. So this is how the rate or speed is being measured, and that forms important part in chemical kinetics. Alright. So let me take a reaction. Usually we take A gives B. Just to identify, it is a reactant A is converted into B. In this reaction, at the start of the reaction T1, the concentration of the reactant B, A1, and after a particular time or after the completion of the reaction, time T, it may be at the start of the reaction 0 time, maybe at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we end up the reaction by say 11 o'clock in the morning, that is 1 hour 60 minutes, that forms T2. At that time, when the concentration of ABAT, then what will be the rate? In what way the will is defining rate? Rate is nothing but change in concentration. Final concentration A2 minus initial concentration A1. Always final minus initial. Don't forget, always final minus initial. Divided by T2 minus T1. A2 minus A1 divided by T2 minus T1. It is final time and the initial time difference. Difference 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, difference 60 minutes or 60 into 60, 3600 seconds if they react so fast. And here always the concentration of reactant decreases as time passes on. As time passes on, the concentration of reactant decreases. Therefore, A2 will be negative. Sorry, A2 will be less. It will be higher. And therefore, if we subtract, the value will be negative. The value will be negative. If the value is negative, rate will be negative. Therefore, we are introducing negative sign to make rate a positive value. And I can say colloquially, if I start to eat, say 10 idlis on my plate, let me say, and I consume, say within 5 minutes, let me say, what is the speed of consumption of those idlis? It is nothing but 2 idlis per minute. That is the speed. So, change in initially there may be 20 or 30 idlis available in the container. In that initially 30, final 20. So 20 minus 30, minus 10 here, minus 10. What is the time? I started at 10 o'clock in the morning and I completed at 10:05. So time interval 5 minutes. So the number of idlis consumed 10. Since as time passes on, the number gets reduced 30 to 20. Difference 20 minus always final minus initial. Therefore 20 minus 30 minus 10 divided by 5. Minus 5 divided by 5 is nothing but 2. 2 idlis per minute. Since it is negative, we are introducing negative sign. Therefore rate will be equal to minus into minus 2 idlis per minute. Minus of minus into 2. So this is how we find out the rate. Suppose if you want to get the unit of rate, what is the unit of rate then? I have taken idli divided by time. Now actually chemical process it won't be idli. It will be concentration of the reactant initially, concentration of the reactant finally, difference. Concentration is usually expressed in mole per liter. Mole per liter. Spelling for mole is MOLE, in unit MOL. Liter usually LITRE, but we write liter, capital L. Sometimes liter is considered as decimeter cube. 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter. Now I can write liter, mole per liter. In 1 liter, how many moles are present? That is said to be concentration. How many moles of sugar is dissolved in 1 liter? That is said to be mole per liter. So concentration is mole per liter divided by time in second, usually second, because reactions are fast, instantaneous reactions. When you divide, you will get a mole per liter per second. So that is the unit for rate of reaction. So unit for concentration divided by unit for time will give unit for rate of reaction. So what is the unit for rate of reaction? Usually in all chemical reactions, it is change in concentration divided by time interval. Therefore, mole per liter per second will be the unit for rate of a chemical reaction. It is rate of a chemical reaction. We will be getting some other term, rate constant, that we will see later. Now it is rate, mole per liter per second, or sometimes mole per decimeter cube per second will be the unit for rate of a reaction. Alright, now we have discussed the rate of reaction in terms of reactants. As time passes on, what will happen? The concentration of product will increase. Am I correct? As time passes on, the concentration of product will increase. Therefore, at T1 time, let the concentration of B be B1. And at time T, that is at 10 AM as I said, it is 11 AM. Within 1 hour, 60 minutes, the concentration of B becomes B2. Now, as time passes on, the concentration of B will get increased. When I started to eat idli, my stomach is empty. I am full of I am so much of hunger. So nothing is present in my stomach. What has happened? After 5 minutes, all the 10 idlis get into my stomach. And therefore increase in number of idlis in my stomach. As time passes on, the product will get increased. The reactant will become product and therefore concentration will get increased. So, what is the change in concentration? Rate is equal to always final minus initial, V2 minus V1. Concentration, if I write square bracket, is concentration of V1, concentration of V2. The difference will give increase in concentration of products. Always V2 will be higher. Here N2 will be lower. Therefore, we have introduced a negative sign to make the rate positive. Here no need to introduce negative sign when we define the rate with respect to product. With respect to reactant, if I define rate, I have to introduce negative sign. With respect to product, if I define, I need not put negative sign. Why? Because as time passes on, the concentration of product is increased. Alright? So V2 is higher than V1 divided by T2 minus V. Of course, time is always T2 minus V. The difference in time. And that we say in terms of difference. You might have studied mathematics. Rate, if it is defined in terms of reactant minus delta A by delta T. Alright? Or else small change, you can say minus dFA by dt. What part we are writing within square bracket? To mention that it is concentration. Concentration means anything concentrate A within square bracket means concentration of E. X, concentration of X. Whatever it may be, whenever you write something within square bracket in chemistry, especially in chemical kinetics, especially to get rate, within square bracket means it is concentration. So delta A by delta T is rate. For small change, we used to say D, dou, something like that. So minus dA by dt. If you express in terms of products, that minus sign you need not introduce because the difference itself is positive value and therefore delta B by delta T, which is equal to dP by dt. Small difference we used to mention like this. For example, instantaneous rate. At a particular instant, if you want to find out the rate. As I am talking about consumption of idli, again let me say, at the start, even though I have consumed 10 idlis within 5 minutes, that's what we were discussing, isn't that? Within 5 minutes. Therefore, rate to idlis per minute. This is the rate. Alright? Now, whether from the beginning I consumed 2 idli per minute, it may not be so. At the start, when I happen to see 30 in the container, and if I take something, say 5 or 6 on my plate, immediately I may start to eat fast. As time passes on, I may get tired, or my stomach started to fill up. Therefore, the speed gets reduced. So, rate is not a constant. Even though I say 2 idlis per minute, it is average rate. On an average, throughout 5 minutes, throughout the reaction has happened, the rate is 2 idlis per minute. But if I started to measure at a particular instant, at the start, when 10 idlis were available on my plate, I am so eager to taste because the sambar available is so good, chutney is so good, and some more you may talk about colored chutney, that is green color. Likewise, so variety is good. At the start, I may eat fast. Within 1 minute, I have taken 4 in the first, and then it might have been reduced to 3, even 1.5. Likewise, as time passes on, last 1 minute to complete the last idli, I might have took more than 2 minutes. So, rate of a reaction also happening like that only. On an average, if I say the rate may be something, but if I take the rate at the beginning, it will be fast. If we find out the rate at the last, the rate will be slow. So, remember that rate of a reaction is not a constant. It varies with concentration, and the concentration is high at the start of the reaction. Rate will be fast as time passes on and the concentration gets reduced. When the number of eclipses get reduced, we start to eat slowly. This is how it happens, and towards the end we may think that even a fraction of it may leave on the plate. Likewise, we may think it will be very slow. And those who have practiced that nothing should be left on the plate, they will be eating fully with difficulty. Alright, this is how the speed of the reaction also. So, rate of the reaction, we say instantaneous rate and then average rate. There are two terms that I will be coming to that point a little bit later. Before that, let me consider one more reaction. What is it? A gives to B. Earlier A was giving B. Now A was giving to B. When 1 mole of A disappeared, 2 moles of B get found. That means the rate of A. Rate in terms of A means rate is equal to change in concentration of A divided by change in time interval. Change in time or time interval. But we have to introduce negatives. Then rate of in terms of B minus df or delta change in concentration of B, that is delta B, divided by delta T. Here it is, there is no negative sign because the concentration of product has increased. Now you should know one thing. The rate of formation of B is twice the rate of disappearance of A. When 1 mole of A gets disappeared, 2 moles of B are found. So rate of formation of B is found to be twice the rate of disappearance of A, and therefore I have to say dB. Instead of delta, I have taken d, nothing wrong, by dt is equal to 2 into dA by dt. Of course, here minus sign I have to. Can you follow what I am saying? Just forget about the rate in terms of A and B. In terms of A, rate should be minus dA by dt, and in terms of B, the rate should be plus dB by dt. But what for this two? The rate of disappearance of A. When 1 mole of A gets disappeared, 2 moles of B are formed, and therefore rate of formation of B is twice the rate of disappearance of A. So the equation will come like this. When I divide both sides by 2, in what we will be getting? Let me divide both sides by 2. 1 by 2 dV by dt is equal to minus dA by dt, or delta is also acceptable. So what is it? The formation rate defined in terms of B has to be divided by number of moles, and rate defined, if 1 mole is present, it is just dA by dt. Minus sign we have to introduce only for reaction, or else minus dFA by dt is equal to, just I have reversed, rate in terms of reactant is equal to 1 by 2 into dFB by dt. Here plus sign, and we have divided by 2 because we have 2 moles. Rate of disappearance of reactant in a given time is equal to half into formation of this thing as per the Stoichiometric equation. Suppose if we get the equation XA plus YB gives LC and MD. Let me take this reaction. For this reaction, what will be the rate? Let me define rate in terms of reactants first. How? Minus dF A square bracket concentration of A divided by dt. Why minus sign? Because as time passes, concentration of reactant will decrease. And how many moles we have? X, therefore 1 by X. Number of moles have to be divided like this. Correct? So 1 by X minus 1 by X dF by dt is equal to minus 1 by Y dF B by dt, which in turn equal to plus 1 by L dF C by dt is equal to plus 1 by m plus 1 by m df d by t. So that is how we define rate of reaction. I think you might have understood that. So rate of reaction is nothing but change in concentration divided by time interval. Within this time, how much concentration change? If more than 1 mole is present in a particular reaction, the number of moles has to be divided, only then the rate defined will be equal. Correct? Because as per the reaction, the rate of formation of B is found to be twice the rate of disappearance of A, and therefore we come across this equation that defines rate. Correct? Now let me go into what I said earlier. Average rate and instantaneous rate. Correct? We have to go into that aspect. Average rate and instantaneous rate. And before I go into average rate and instantaneous rate, let me draw a graph, or better you refer the graph found in your book. That may give a better explanation. Concentration against time. Let me show what is given in your book. This is the graph found in page number 206. They have drawn a graph. Whatever I have shown the book means. If you look at the conical flask given here, there are so many particles of red colored here and all green colored here. They are given a conical flask, and at the end they are given a conical flask. Here everything red, here everything green. What does it mean? So just to understand that, I asked you to refer the graph. Here all are red color particles. Here all are red color particles. The red color particles denote reactants. The green color particle denote products. At the start of the reaction, you have fully reactants. Maybe 1 mole or 2 mole, whatever may be. You may have 2 moles of reactant, as per the, yes, you have 1 mole of reactant. Concentration of reactant is 1 mole at the start. So red color will be 1 mole, that is reactant. Green color is product. It is reactant. Reactant is red in color. Just to make you understand, there is only that. Don't think that reactant means it should be red and product means it should be green, not like that. At the start of the reaction, the concentration is like this. What has happened? It gets reduced. It becomes almost zero within a stipulated time. Time they have given us, say 120 seconds, 2 minutes, 120 seconds you will say. Here 1 more. Within 2 minutes of time, the concentration of A gets reduced nearly to zero. It is zero, nearly zero. And when it is the reaction for ATP. But at the start of the reaction, B concentration of B will be nearly zero. Concentration of B, it is for red. The particles of red get reduced almost zero. Here we don't have any particle of green, zero. But as time passes on, it reaches maximum here. This is how the graph goes. In between, what is happening? Slowly in the conical flask, if you look at the conical flask, slowly the number of particles of red get reduced. Green started to enter in. Number of particles of red get reduced. Green started to enter in. And only very few red particles you will be having. Maximum you will be having green. And finally, everything green. So this is how the product get increased. In terms of B, if I define rate plus dFd by dt, change in concentration plus time interval divided by time interval at the start of the reaction. at that instant. Concentration of P divided by time interval. At the start of the reaction, concentration of with respect to A divided by time interval. Likewise it will be dA by dt. Always difference. We are not actual concentration, we are not talking difference. Difference in the concentration of A within this time. Within this time, within this time, within this time, within this time, likewise. For a wide range, if we calculate, it is said to be average rate. For a particular smaller gap, if we calculate, it is said to be instantaneous rate. And we go in for instantaneous rate to find out accurate rate. At that particular instant, what will be the rate? Rather than for the entire range, what will be the rate? It is average. At the start, the rate will be higher. At the closure, the rate will be slower. Even when somebody is running. At the beginning, the rate may be, he may be running fast. Towards the end, there may be a slight pickup. But if there is no stamina, he cannot run fast. So likewise, if you go in for, say, relay race, they will be running so fast at the start. When the person loses stamina, he cannot run fast. Likewise, at the start, the rate may be faster. At the end, the rate may be slower, and the average rate is average of all. Within this much second, he covers 100 meters. Average. What is the rate at the beginning? What is the speed at the end? Everything they will be measuring in Olympics, isn't it? So at a particular instant, the rate will be, the speed will be so high, that also will be noticed. So that is said to be instantaneous rate. Hope you might have understood. You may be appreciating what is the rate of a reaction. Alright. Now let me go into what is called average rate or instantaneous rate. Okay. So what is rate of a reaction? It is change in concentration of a reactant or product per unit time. The unit for rate is mole per liter per second. The rate it is calculated when with high concentration, the rate will be higher. When the rate is calculated with low concentration, the rate will be lower. And if it is calculated over a wide range, it will be average. So that's what we understood until now. Now let us go into average rate and instantaneous rate. To explain that, again I have to go in for table column. A reactant where cyclopropane is converted into propene at 780 Kelvin. At 780 Kelvin. Cyclopropane, it is cyclopropane. CH2, bond CH2, bond CH2, it is cyclopropane. At 780 Kelvin, it becomes CH2, bond CH, double bond CH2. Sorry, it is CH3, bond CH, double bond CH2. So it is propane, cyclopropene at 780 Kelvin. It becomes like this. Alright. Propene with 3 carbon atoms. Now in this reactant, a study is given. For example, a table of column they are given. What is it? At different time intervals. Let me run this. At different time intervals, and you can refer your book, cyclopropane. Concentration of cyclopropane at 0 time. It is 2 mole per liter. At the start of the reaction, the concentration of cyclopropane is 2 mole per liter. After 5 minutes, time in minutes is given here, mole per liter. Alright. I need not write every time mole per liter. 2. After 5 minutes, the concentration reduced to 1.67. After 10 minutes, it reduced to 1.4. After 15 minutes, 1.17. So experiment data is given 0.98, and after 25 it is 0.82, and after 30 it is found to be 0.69. Now the rate of the reaction. What is the average rate? What is the average rate? This time and this time. Concentration, change in concentration of cyclopropane divided by dt. So rate is equal to minus cyclopropane, concentration of cyclopropane, decrease in concentration of cyclopropane divided by time interval dt. What is the time interval? We have taken 30 minus 3. 30 minus 3 means 0. 30 minus 0 means 30. 30 minutes. What is the change in concentration? 0.69 minus 2. Minus of 0.69 minus 2. Which is equal to 1.31. Minus 1.31. Minus into 1 minus will become plus. Divided by 30. Rate is equal to 1.31 mole per liter per minute, which is equal to approximately 0.43 something 0.3 mole per liter per minute. This is the average rate. For 30 minute duration, when it is heated at 780 Kelvin, the cyclopropane is converted into propene. For this reaction rate is found to be this much, 0.43 mole per liter per minute average. When the time over, we can wind up the class. Alright. But at the particular instant, at the start of the reaction, within this range, what will be the rate? 10 minutes interval. What will be the rate? Difference is 0.6. Can you find out? 2 minus 1.4. 1 point minus 2 minus 1.4 or 1.4 minus 2 means minus 0.6. Minus into minus will become plus 6. Plus 0.6. Divided by 10 minutes. What will be the rate now? 6 mole per liter per minute. This is instantaneous rate at the start. Here average rate. Again instantaneous rate I can find within this. What will be the instantaneous rate? Then is equal to the difference. 0.98 minus 0.69. What will be the difference? 798999. 0.29. 0.29 divided by 10, which is equal to 0.029 mole per liter per second. So rate is going on reducing as time passes. Here also it is 0.6 divided by 10, 0.06. 0.06. Here difference 30 means it will be 0.03. So average rate is average. This is very high rate. This is very low rate. It all depends on the initial concentration. So I think you understood what is instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate means at a particular instant. We didn't calculate even at a particular instant. Again we have taken a small range. Small average, bigger average. Now how to get instantaneous at a particular instant? What will be the rate of reaction?